special coverage of the Kingdom of Cambodia's 68th Independence Day anniversary. A very good morning to you. This is Rhea Soko. Today is Tuesday, 9th of November, 2021. We will witness the ceremony of the Independence Day of the Kingdom of Cambodia after 68 years of freedom from the French protectorate. We will also give you a live situational report from the Independence Monument at the capital in Phnom Penh with our EAC News reporter Yuri Matusko. Just to give you a background about Independence Day, how Cambodia managed to achieve independence from the French protectorate in 1953. It was the late King Father Norodom Sihanouk who began in 1953, actually in 1949, he started to ask or to negotiate with the French protectorate to give Cambodia freedom from their colonization. The French protectorate started to colonize Cambodia in 1863. It was around 80 years that Cambodia was under the power of France. The French protectorate was colonizing Cambodia, and King Norodom who began in 1949 to start negotiating with the French protectorate. He was successfully able to gain the independence for the people, not only for the top leaders of the kingdom, but for the whole nation after 4 years of negotiation with the French protectorate. With that, Cambodians was honoring, so now they are honoring the late King Father Norodom Sihanouk as the independence father, or the father of independence, or they also call him as the hero of the country. Because at that time, when the France or the French protectorate was ruling the Cambodians people, Cambodia was just a buffer country between Vietnam and Thailand. Thailand then was called the Siamese, while the Vietnamese was the major countries being ruled and was being seen as the major countries for trading, and Cambodia was a buffer country until King Father Norodom Sihanouk decided to gain or to move for the country's independence in 1949. That was the beginning of the country's development. In 1863, it was King Norodom who requested the establishment of a French protectorate in Cambodia. So we will give you a live coverage of how Independence Day is being celebrated in Cambodia. It is one of the most important holiday in the country because this is vital for every Cambodian, for every people in the kingdom, as this day 68 years ago, they started to gain freedom that is being enjoyed by every Cambodian for 68 years now. So a few minutes from now, we will give you a live situational report from the Independence Monument. Today, Tuesday, it is expected that King Norodom Sihanouk instead will lead the ceremony for the celebration of the 68th anniversary of the Independence Day. He will be leading and he will be lighting the victory torch from the Independence Monument in the capital. The Independence Monument is just next to the statue of the late King Father Norodom Sihanouk in the capital, in Phnom Penh. The celebration of Independence Day is being held in the capital. The Phnom Penh is vital for the celebration, but all the provinces are also celebrating their own way of remembering the Independence Day that was gained by every Cambodian 68 years ago. So just to give you more information about Independence Day in 11th of August 1863, because that is 1863 when the King Norodom started to requesting the French protectorate in Cambodia. So as we can see in our live coverage in the Independence Monument, there is already military personnel, police personnel, security personnel, and other government leaders at the event waiting for King Norodom Sihamuni, who will be leading the ceremony in the capital this morning. As of now, we are seeing some government leaders. We will give you names of the government leaders, senior officials. They're all attending this special event at the capital. We can see there are all, even though there are many attendees, we have not confirmed yet how many are attending this celebration for the Independence Day, but as far as we can see from our live coverage at Independence Monument, a strict social distancing is being implemented. We can see the attendees are surrounding the Independence Monument. The Independence Monument is a sign that Cambodia is free from France or the French protectorate. The safety measures is also being prioritized, as what we can see, while they are on standby waiting for the ceremony. The Independence Monument is now surrounded with colors. We can see colorful balloons around the monument. So it is a very special moment for Cambodians. After 68 years, they are finally, or after 80 years of being colonized by the French protectorate, but they are now enjoying freedom for 68 years. So we can see different groups of people, not only government leaders, but there are also invited groups to witness the 68th celebration of the Independence Day of Cambodia. So thanks to King Father, the late King Father Norodom Sihanouk, who started to negotiate with the French protectorate to free Cambodia. We are also waiting for the arrival of King Norodom Sihamoni. He will light the victory torch at the Independence Monument. That is, the torch signifies the freedom, the independence that was achieved by Cambodia through his father, the late King Norodom Sihanouk. So around the Independence Monument, very strict security personnel, security protocol is being implemented. We can see that there are still vehicles passing, but not around. There are just specific roads that are allowed for vehicles to pass. That is because to provide proper security for the attendees. So judging from the pictures, judging from the live coverage that we got from the Independence Monument, we can estimate more or less 500 attendees. That's consisting of security personnel, government leaders, and we can also students. Supposedly Independence Day, this is being celebrated with many Cambodians from different sectors participating the celebration, but because of COVID-19, the number of attendees is being limited by the government to make sure that everyone is safety against COVID-19. So just correction about the years Cambodia being colonized by the French protectorate. It's been 90 years, not 80 years from our previous information, 90 years that Cambodia was being colonized by the French protectorate. So in a few moments, we will hear a situational report from our reporter live at the Independence Monument today, Tuesday, 9th of November 2021. So just a heads up for motorists, for drivers, that you might have problem with some areas surrounding the Independence Monument because of the celebration currently being held at the Independence Monument in the capital, as Cambodia celebrates the 68th anniversary of their Independence Day from the French protectorate. So very strict social distancing. So we can now hear from our reporter on site, Yuri Matusko. Let's see if Yuri is already there. Good morning, Yuri. How are you today, and how can you describe the situation right now at the Independence Monument in the capital?
Well, it's a beautiful day here today. The sky is starting to open right now. It's a special day for all Cambodians celebrating the freedom of Cambodia's 68 years of independence. We are starting to see officials and military, policemen, authorities surrounding around the Independence Monument. The area is free for passengers. We have some barricades in the main streets here. Only official cars are parking here. We have some ambulance, the national TV, some police to safeguard the protection of all.
Can you estimate how many attendees are present right now at the ceremony at the Independence Monument as of the moment?
Yes, well, there's no official counting yet, but from my eyes, I expect to see more than 1,000 people, I believe. It's definitely less than the other celebrations in the past years, but since the 20 February community outbreak, it's one of the biggest celebrations that the government is doing, allowing so many people here. Of course, it's a different stage now with the COVID-19. We are getting ahead of the new normal at the moment. Most of the people are, I believe everyone here is vaccinated with their booster shots, so everyone has more freedom and liberty as well to express their ceremony and their gratitudes for the independence and the king.
I have seen people bringing picture frames of, is that the King Norodom Sihamuni's picture or the late King Father Norodom Sihanouk that they are bringing at the Independence Monument right now?
I believe there are both of them. For sure, people want to remind the importance of the late King Father for the independence movement of Cambodia. He was the biggest protagonist. He's called the father of independence. But for sure, people as well adore the king of the moment, Norodom Sihamuni. So both of them are being celebrated here with their pictures being shown by the people.
Have you observed if the roads surrounding the Independence Monument are still passable to vehicles?
Well, we came in the morning. We could see some tuk-tuks just coming right at the entrance, not trespassing here at the middle. We also saw some locals jogging around, locals and foreigners doing their exercises in the morning. But now we only see authorities and their official cars parking here. There's no traffic around here, so people might have to go earlier to their works if there's some people working at the moment today because it's a national holiday. But we'll have to be careful in the road not to be being blocked by the barricades. This is to safeguard protection.
Do you already have the information if what time exactly the ceremony for the celebration of the 68th anniversary will start this morning?
Well, I don't have information at the moment. The rehearsal, they were practicing the songs at the moment, testing the audio, making some announcements. But the official ceremony is not starting yet. I believe very soon it's going to start. Everyone is ready around the independence, and we are hearing some voices at the moment.
My next question is quite a personal question. I am sure it is your first time to attend, if not, I'm not wrong, this is your first time to attend an Independence Day celebration in Cambodia. What is your feeling right now, Yuri?
Well, I think it's a very beautiful day with so many colorful balloons, and I think it brings a hope that Cambodia might return to the normality. After all, everyone misses some gathering. It shows the unity of the country, and it shows that the country is not stopping for any challenge. It also shows how Cambodia is overcoming the challenge of the past few months with the COVID-19. So it's a moment of us to regain our hope of the country, that we are still here united, and the Cambodians must be feel very, very proud at the moment.
With the previous events and even with especially with the Prime Minister's previous events and other major events in the kingdom, they conducted, the health ministry and other health authorities were conducting a rapid test to guests and to attendees and visitors. How about today? Is there a rapid testing being conducted at the Independence Monument?
Well, following the protocols, there's no rapid tests. No rapid tests were being applied for us. But mostly of everyone here, they are official authorities from the government. All of them were one of the first people to be vaccinated. So everyone here is they're vaccinated, fully administered. And also we are doing, everyone must have their masks on and as their best, try to safeguard themselves with the safe distancing.
Have you already seen or have you recognized governors that are already present at the Independence Monument as of the moment?
Well, actually, we just parked right next to the administrator of the Prime Minister Hun Sen, but others are still to come at the moment. We have a lot of mostly our heroic compatriots here, the civil, the army, the police officers, the aviation, navigation, also officials surrounding the Independence Monument. But the leaders at the moment, they are believing to come in a few minutes.
Yeah, that's right. We can see there are several cars or leaders, vehicles coming to the Independence Monument. So I am sure a few minutes from now, there will be significant or respected people that will come at the Independence Monument. How about the King, Norodom Sihamoni? Is he already there, present at the monument?
Well, I think he would be one of the last ones to come when the event will be almost setting up. Everyone, of course, is expecting that his appearance, his presence is, of course, the most important person here. He's gonna light up the victory torch at the center of the Independence Monument.
Thank you so much, our EAC News reporter, Yuri Matusko. We will get back to you later, Yuri, to give more situational report at the Independence Monument. Thank you so much, Yuri.
Thank you, Ria. Have a great
that
day.
was Yuri Matusko, EAC News reporter, giving us live update of the happening right now at the Independence Monument as Cambodia celebrates 68th anniversary of their Independence Day. Just again, Cambodia was colonized by the French Protectorate since 1863. Accordingly, 90 years being colonized by France, but Cambodians didn't get their independence until the late King Father Norodom Sihanouk started to negotiate with France, asking for independence. Of course, it was not just a simple asking, but he did a hard work to free all Cambodians, to free the whole country from the colonization of the French. So that is why the late King Father Norodom Sihanouk is being considered by the Cambodians as the Independence Day father or the hero of the nation, as he was the one leading to free all the Cambodians, the whole country, the whole nation, for Cambodia to be free from the French Protectorate. So we can see right now there is a very strict security is being implemented surrounding the Independence Monument as of the moment. So as what our EAC News reporter Yuri Matsursky said, there are still vehicles passing around the Independence Monument, but security personnel are keeping an eye and also implementing a strict protocol for vehicles passing around the Independence Monument. So a few moments from now, we will see the King Norodom Sihamoni hold the ceremony for the celebration of the 68th Independence Day anniversary. So as what Yuri says, that judging from the number of people that he can see right now, it's more or less 1,000 people are attending the ceremony at the Independence Monument in the capital. So the capital is the center of the celebration, while different provinces across Cambodia are also having their own commemoration of the Independence Day. So not only a commemoration, so there will also be a torch lighting, the victory torch that will be lighted by King Norodom Sihamoni later, as everyone is waiting for the king, because he will lead the ceremony as Cambodia commemorates its 68th anniversary of the Independence Day. So we can see from our live coverage from the Independence Monument a picture of the King Father and the Queen Mother. People are holding picture frames of the Queen Mother and the King Father, as well as the picture of King Norodom Sihamoni. They are waiting for them, holding flowers, while also waving the Cambodian flag. The Cambodian flag that symbolizes victory, symbolizes freedom, and symbolizes the whole nation, as the whole country, the whole Cambodians are now enjoying the freedom that was result of the hard work by the late King Father Norodom Sihanouk. He started to negotiate with the French Protectorate in 1949. It was not achieved until 4 years. So there's also a picture of different pictures surrounded at the Independence Monument. So the people that are attending, mostly government officials, but there are also few students. Normally the Independence Day, it is being participated by students from different schools in the country, but because of COVID-19, the government, the royal government, has to limit the number of attendees for the event. So this is one of the most important event of Cambodia, the Independence Day. After Independence Day independence was achieved by Cambodia, it was the start of the country's development. They were finally able to improve, and the king was able to lead the country without the French Protectorate ruling the kingdom of Cambodia. So right now the attendees are just waiting for the King Norodom Sihamoni to arrive at the event. So a few moments from now we will see him, and there is certain instructions that the king, it will be distanced from people, as he will be the one leading the ceremony. So there is proper distancing, social distancing being conducted at the area. So I'm sure the whole Cambodia, even the whole media, are broadcasting, different media outlets in the kingdom, they are broadcasting live. Especially here at EAC News, we are broadcasting live, bringing you the latest updates for the live event of the ceremony of the Independence Day being celebrated by the Cambodian people. So this is very important to them. That is why this is a holiday. Most workers, because there are still specific companies that their workers are still going to their offices or still having a work, but most of the companies' workers in the kingdom, they're having holiday as they commemorate today their special day, the Independence Day. That was why the Independence Monument right next to the statue of the King Father Norodom Sihanouk. So the Independence Monument right now is being surrounded with colors, balloons, leaflets, flowers, different colors surrounding the Independence Monument. That symbolizes how colorful Cambodia now, after being freed from the colonization of the French Protectorate way back in 1949. 53. So we can see there are students, different groups are attending the ceremony for the Independence Day celebration, 68th anniversary celebration. And we can see also a red carpet at the Independence Monument right now. So they are all wearing masks. That is a very much priority as the kingdom also battles COVID-19. Just update for the COVID-19 situation in the kingdom. Cambodia continues to record a decrease in the number of cases. That is a very positive sign for the country. While the vaccination continues to increase significantly. For adult vaccination, it already surpassed the target number of 10 million. More than 100% of the target have been inoculated with the COVID-19 vaccine. So as we can see in the live coverage right now, the people are surrounding not only the Independence Monument, but also the statue of the late King Father Norodom Sihanouk. Flowers, balloons, and banners surrounding them. We can see the Minister of Interior, Sarking, arriving at the Independence Monument right now. So just an estimate, around 1,000 people are at the Independence Monument right now. Someone is arriving right now at the Independence Monument. Let's see, who is this? That is Minister Heng Samren arriving at the Independence Monument as of the moment. Cambodia celebrates the 68th anniversary, 68th Independence Day anniversary in Phnom Penh. Phnom Penh is the center for the celebration, while other provinces are also having their own celebration for the Independence Day. So more and more government leaders, senior government officials are arriving. We haven't seen Prime Minister Hun Sen yet. We're also waiting for Prime Minister Hun Sen. And the most of all, the King Norodom Sihanouk, who will lead the ceremony, and he will light the victory torch at the Independence Monument this Tuesday morning. So we already have seen the arrival of the President of the National Assembly, Heng Samren. So he is at the Independence Monument to be with the other senior government officials. So as of the moment, we have seen Minister of Interior Sar King and the National Assembly President Hing Samrin at the Independence Monument. They are waiting for other government officials to arrive at the Independence Monument. And also they are all waiting for the arrival of Prime Minister Hun Sen as well as King Norodom Sihamoni, as he will be he will lead the ceremony for the 68th Independence Day anniversary celebration at Phnom Penh. So we will also be waiting for other government leaders to come. So as far as we can see, it's not far from 1,000 people attending the event right now for the Independence Day celebration. But we can see that a very strict protocol is also being implemented. It is being secured that everyone is wearing masks to secure themselves from not getting infected with COVID-19. Although COVID-19 cases are dropping, the number of COVID-19 in Cambodia is dropping. However, it is still a must that everyone wears a mask, social distancing, and also the 3 do's and 3 don'ts that is being set by the royal government and the Ministry of Health of the Kingdom of Cambodia. So it's a very nice weather right now in Phnom Penh, just perfect for the celebration of the Independence Day. So just a recap, Cambodia got her independence from the French Protectorate in the 9th of November 1953 through the effort of the late King Father Norodom Sihanouk. So the Cambodians are viewing King Father Norodom Sihanouk as their hero, the father of the independence, as he was the one working hard to free the country, to free the Cambodians from the French Protectorate for around 90 years of colonization in the kingdom. So we will see more senior government officials arriving at the Independence Monument, and everyone, the most awaited is the arrival of the King Norodom Sihamoni. So not only the pictures of King Norodom Sihamoni is being carried by people attending the event at the Independence Monument, but also pictures of the Queen Mother and the King, the late King Father. So the Independence Monument is being surrounded with colors, balloons, flowers, pictures, banners, and everything that symbolizes, that expressing the happiness and the celebration of the Independence Day as Cambodia celebrates the 68th anniversary. So we can see really people bringing picture frames of the King Father, the Queen Mother, and the King Norodom Sihamoni. So in a few moments from now, we will give you more live update, a situational report at the Independence Monument from our EAC News reporter, Yuri Matusko. So while waiting for the arrival of the King of Cambodia, King Norodom Sihamoni, we will just talk a bit about the history, how Cambodia was freed by the French Protectorate in 1953 through the hard work and effort by the late King Father Norodom Sihanouk. And Cambodia was being colonized by the French Protectorate in around 90 years. At least what we can see in our live coverage right now at the Independence Monument, there are several pictures, images of the King Norodom Sihanouk. The moment that during the French Protectorate, the France was ruling Cambodia. They were colonizing Cambodia for 90 years. They were colonizing Cambodia because also of the request of King Norodom for the establishment of French Protectorate in 1863. So it was in August 1863, the King Norodom signed a treaty with France to rule Cambodia. Under the treaty, the Cambodian monarchy was allowed to remain, but the power was largely vested in a resident general housed in the capital. The capital was in Phnom Penh. France was also in charge of Cambodia's foreign and trade relations as well as military protection. The first decades of French rule in Cambodia included numerous reforms into Cambodian politics, such as the reduction of the monarch's power and abolition of slavery. Cambodia was not initially seen as an economically important area during the French Protectorate for around 90 years. It was like they were a buffer territory between Vietnamese colonies in Siam. Siam is that's from Thailand right now, which are more important. So Cambodia was just a small, was seen as small country between Vietnam and Thailand during the ruling of France since 1863. It was not until 1949 that the late King Father Norodom Sihanouk started to realize that he can free the country, free the people from the French Protectorate. So we can see right now the arrival of Prime Minister Hun Sen at the Independence Monument. The Prime Minister, as well as his security personnel and the other government leaders with him, are all wearing masks. Recalling yesterday, during the speech of the Prime Minister at the inauguration of the Ministry of Land Management, Urban Planning and Construction on Monday, he was very keen on people seeing if they're wearing masks or not. He said yesterday on Monday that he saw 3 people not wearing masks. The Prime Minister was really telling them that mask is very important, especially that the country is now fully reopened. But even though the country is fully reopened, everyone has to participate in the prevention of COVID-19. The 3 do's and 3 don'ts set by the government, the royal government, as well as the Ministry of Health, just the past few days, actually already more than a week, Cambodia has been recording low cases, below 100 of COVID-19 cases. So we can see Prime Minister Hun Sen right now waving at the people and the other leaders who are now at the Independence Monument as they are all waiting for the arrival of King Norodom Sihamoni, as he will lead the ceremony for the 68th Independence Day celebration at the Independence Monument. The most awaited part is the lighting of the torch, Victory Torch, that is the official symbol for Cambodia's independence. So there are several pictures surrounding the Independence Monument, pictures of the late King Father Norodom Sihanouk, whom considered by every Cambodian as the father of independence, as the hero for every Cambodian, as he was the one who freed the Cambodians, who freed the country, the whole nation from the French Protectorate in 1953, exactly 68 years ago today, 9th of November, 1953. 1953. He started to negotiate with the French Protectorate in 1949, but the French Protectorate did not allow Cambodia to be free until 1953. So it took him 4 years to fight and to persevere and to pursue his wish to free every Cambodian from the colonization of the French Protectorate. So we can see right now, this is the convoy of the King Norodom Sihamoni, very near, just few meters away from the Independence Monument. This is the most awaited moment of every Cambodian, as he is going to lead the ceremony of the 68th Independence Day anniversary celebration at the Independence Monument in the capital. So we can see several cars in convoy, police personnel surrounding the King's vehicle, all black vehicle. There's actually not mostly black. There's one white behind, but mostly black, and uniformed security personnel with lights and sirens, blue and red siren surrounding the vehicle of the king. We will see in a few minutes from now, the king will be at the Independence Monument. They are now turning to Independence Monument, and they will start immediately the ceremony for Cambodia's Independence Day at the capital. So there is a very strict security surrounding the roads in the capital near the Independence Monument to provide security not only for the king but also for the whole people, the whole attendees and everyone attending the Independence Day celebration at the capital. So we will see in a moment from now, and we will also hear live updates, a situational report from our reporter Yuri Matusko, live from the Independence Monument in the capital this Tuesday morning. So again, you're watching the live coverage, special coverage of the EAC News for the 68th anniversary celebration of the Kingdom of Cambodia. So this is EAC News, live coverage of the 68th Independence Day anniversary of Cambodia at the Independence Monument. The Independence Monument is a very important symbol of Cambodia's independence. The Independence Monument is just right next to the statue of the King Father Norodom Sihanouk, whom every Cambodian considered him as the father of independence. So the vehicle, the convoy with the King Norodom Sihamoni is already at the Independence Monument. We have seen a very tight security being implemented surrounding the area, not only in the near the Independence Monument, but surrounding. Here it's the king right now. He already got out from his vehicle. At the Independence Monument, we can see the National Assembly President Heng Samrin and other government officials greeting him as of this moment. He will be leading the ceremony for the 68th anniversary celebration. And the most awaited part is when the king will finally light the victory torch, a symbol for Cambodia's independence from the French protectorate. And people, when they saw the king arriving at the Independence Monument, we can see how excited the people are. They are waving their balloons, waving their hands, and waving their picture frames, pictures with not only pictures of the King Norodom Sihamoni, but also pictures of the Queen Mother and the late King Father Norodom Sihanouk. The King Norodom Sihamoni is now greeting everyone. We can see the Minister of Interior, Sar King, greeting him, greeting the King Norodom Sihamoni. And of course, because of COVID-19, everyone is wearing masks. It is a must that wearing mask is a must. So people are waving their flowers, and a very bright day at Cambodia today, just a perfect day for the celebration of the Independence Day. It's 68 years since Cambodia was freed from the colonization of France, the French protectorate that had been colonizing Cambodia for around 90 years. So not many people are allowed to go near the king. This is also a part of his security. The king is being followed by a traditional umbrella, the traditional Khmer umbrella, along with him, if I'm not mistaken, because it's hard to see some faces when everyone is wearing masks. If I'm not mistaken, the Minister of Interior, Sar King, is following King Norodom Sihamoni, and he is greeting everyone, all the people at the Independence Monument right now, while others are just standing, expressing. We can see in their faces that they are really overwhelmed seeing the king right now arriving at the Independence Monument as they are about to start the official the ceremony for the celebration of the 68th Independence Day anniversary of Cambodia. It was in 9th of November 1953 when Cambodia was freed from the French protectorate through the effort of the late King Father Norodom Sihanouk. So we can see the King Norodom Sihamoni, the son of King Father Norodom Sihanouk, greeting people, greeting government leaders, security personnel, and everyone at the Independence Monument as of the moment. This is one of the most important holiday, one of the most important day in the whole year of Cambodia, the Independence Day, because it marks a very significant event of every Cambodian's lives as they were freed from the colonization of French. Following the freedom, following the independence of Cambodia from France, that was the time that Cambodia started to develop the country, the nation, and the trade industry was starting to prosper in the kingdom through the leadership of King Father Norodom Sihanouk. And until now, it continues to prosper through the leadership of both King Norodom Sihamoni and, of course, our very own Prime Minister Hun Sen. So the king, as of the moment, continues to greet people at the Independence Monument as he is about to lead the ceremony of the Cambodia's 68th Independence Day celebration, 68th anniversary, and people are waving, they're holding flags, Cambodian flags. As we can see, it's judging from the number of people currently present at the Independence Monument right now. It could be more than 1,000. But as far as we know, Independence Day is supposedly being attended by thousands of Cambodians. Not only Cambodians actually, but there's also foreign nationals attending this special event. So the previous years, thousands of people were attending the Independence Day, but because of COVID-19, the number of people is being limited due to the security and safety of everyone against the COVID-19 pandemic. Although the COVID-19 cases are decreasing in the kingdom, but the royal government and the Ministry of Health are still very much concerned, and they always remind people to be very careful and to ensure the safety of everyone to prevent getting infected with COVID-19, because more than 2,000 lives have been lost due to COVID-19. And Cambodia has been trying hard to restore the economy. As the Prime Minister announced, the country is fully reopening last Monday. That was the 1st of July. That was his first announcement, the first day of November, that the country of Cambodia is now fully reopened. But although Cambodia is fully reopened, there are still business establishments that continues to be closed, just like the KTVs and entertainment clubs. But the Prime Minister says they have to wait until the 30th November for his announcement. So until now, the King Norodom Sihamoni continues to greet everyone and attendees, all the attendees, that is mostly government leaders, senior government officials at the Independence Monument. When the King arrived at the Independence Monument, he first met the President of the Senator, Samdechai Chum, and the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Defense, Tiba, accompanied by the king earlier. He also met the members of Senator, the member of National Assembly, and the members of the royal government, including deputy ministers, senior ministers, and the different ministers of Cambodia. So in a few moments from now, we will hear a live update from our EAC News reporter, Yuri Matusko, who is covering the ceremony of the 68th anniversary celebration of the Independence Day of the Kingdom of Cambodia. We can see from our live coverage that the king is not only greeting them, but he also has words to the people at the event right now. So he also talks to them, and they paid so much, they're showing respect to King Norodom Sihamoni. We will hear a live update from our EAC News reporter, Yuri Matusko, live at the Independence Monument in Phnom Penh right now. Yuri, how is the celebration of Cambodia's 68th Independence Day anniversary right now there?
Sky just opened. It's clearly with sun. As soon as the king appeared for all the public to see, we also have the presence of Prime Minister Hun Sen on the top of the Independence Monument, as well as some other authorities, such as the member of the Senate, member of National Assembly, member of the royal government. They are all at the top. It's very nice to notice that the king, he went to all the corners of the monument to greet the people, who is very excited to see him in presence.
That's right, Yuri, and it's very nice to see that the king is not only greeting them, but he is also talking to them.
Yes, that's right. He's showing his very charismatic personality, and people around are showing his portraits, as well as his mother and the late King Father.
Yes, and as what we have seen from the coverage, people were really excited seeing him waving flowers, balloons, and their pictures. They're bringing pictures. But with the king already at the Independence Monument, have you seen an increase of the number of people? Is it still around 1,000, or there's a significant increase to the number of attendees currently at the Independence Monument?
I believe there is an increase of the number of people, not as much as the other years, of course, because the barricades are controlling the people, and most of the people here are official and related to the government. But you can see other locals coming in right now with the presence of the king. He's right now at the top in the presence of other monks dressed with their traditional clothes, doing their ceremonies.
So just to confirm, there are barricades surrounding the Independence Monument.
Yes. Do you mean the numbers?
No, I mean, there's a strict barricading between the people attending and the government leaders, and especially the king. It's a strict barricade.
Yes, the barricades are not near the Independence Monument. They are at the corner of the streets around this area. There is a guard taking care of every entrance here. But here at the front of the Independence Monuments, it's free to pass. But all the locals and the authorities, they are positioned themselves, such as the protocols. So there's not a crowd of people into the Independence Monument. It's very organized for such a big ceremony.
It's also the weather. It's all really perfect. That weather is very nice today, and this is a very big celebration, a very big event for Cambodians. So after the torch, the victory torch that will be lighted by the King Sihamoni, is there any other events being expected in Cambodia today?
Yes, at 7 p.m., according to the authorities and said by the government media, it will happen a firework at 7 p.m. in front of the Royal Palace. This is supposed to happen every year, as last year also happened. So we're going to expect some very beautiful fireworks in the night around 7 p.m. And I'm pretty sure that the locals won't miss that opportunity to see the Cambodian sky shining for Independence Day.
That is exciting, Yuri, for Cambodians. This is happening annually, even though COVID-19 pandemic continues to exist in the Kingdom of Cambodia, but still it didn't stop the commemoration of the Independence Day for Cambodia. So do you have any information when the torch, victory torch will be lighted by the king?
Well, the major figure, which is the king, is already at the stadium. Now, with the monks, they look like they're steady. They're not doing much movements. So maybe they are starting their ceremonies very soon. As the protocol says, after the monk ceremony and their priests, they're going to start to lighting up the torch. Let's wait and see.
So that's the most awaited part, apart from the arrival of the king. But the most awaited part is that torch, the victory torch lighting that signifies the independence of Cambodia. But I want to ask you something, Yuri.
Yes?
How do you feel personally right now attending Independence Day?
Well, it's an honor for me. It's absolutely an honor to see being part of this ceremony. And I believe as for everyone that is living here in Cambodia, well, we had the water festival coming in, and we all know that the ceremonies for the water festivals are being, I wouldn't say canceled, but postponed for next year at the moment to safeguard the spread of COVID-19. We also had the Chun Beng Festival last month in October, which the government thought was better for the people not to go to the temples in a way of spreading COVID-19. So in this case here, the Independence Day, it shows that finally the country is getting back on track as what it's supposed to be.
Very well said, Yuri. Another question. From your location, can you see the king, the king's movement from where you are standing right now?
Well, not exactly here, because the camera is positioned close to where the media is right now. We cannot go much further where it is. But when the king came down the stairs, went to this side and say hi to everyone, I must say that I felt very excited to see him very close to me. I never thought I'd have this opportunity to see him in such a close distance.
I'm so envy of Yuri for your feeling today, being able to witness the celebration and also to personally see the king of the Kingdom of Cambodia. So this is really a very great event and also a very important day for every Cambodians. Have you talked to any Cambodians earlier about how they feel right now?
Well, we didn't try to go much into that, so we didn't try to create any havoc between the authorities here. And because there are not many locals, we try not to ask of them. But everyone has a smile on their faces. Also, our staff here are very happy to being part of that special moment.
Yes, so that only means that despite the challenges, despite the COVID-19 pandemic in Cambodia, this moment is really giving hope to every Cambodians. And you are very right, because I can also see in the coverage that they have smiles on their faces. So it won't be long. We will be seeing the lighting of the victory torch by the King Norodom Sihamoni. Is the king still continues to greet? Oh, I can see here right now, Yuri, the king is, we can't really see who is this government official talking to the king right now, reading a letter to him. So the king is kind of, is at pause after he was greeting everyone. So since you can't see the king from your location, the king is talking to an official. We are still waiting for the who is this official, because with mask on, we can't really see their faces. I can only see on the right side of the king is the spokesperson and Secretary of the State of the Ministry of Environment, Net Piektra.
Yeah, you're right.
And now the king is. We will know later what letter was that. It's based on the information we got. It was an ambassador greeting the king, reading a letter to the king. That must be a heartwarming message to the king of the Kingdom of Cambodia, King Norodom Sihamoni. And again, he is now moving towards the Independence Monument. So we will get more updates from Yuri Matsusko. I just wanted to ask Yuri, is there not any sign of rain this morning? Because Cambodia, there's almost every day it's raining in Cambodia. So how's the weather there at the Independence Monument? Is there any single sign that it will rain today that may hamper the celebration of the Independence Day?
Well, the funny thing is, I would say 10 minutes ago, I would say yes, there was a chance of rain.
Oh.
But as it seems, when the king came in, the sky has opened. We have a clear sky, clear sunlight. The clouds are all around the corners here of my view. Near the Independence Monument in our area, there's no clouds anymore. It was a little bit foggy in the morning, but now everything is settled in for a bright new day.
So the sun really shines brightly today. And we just got an information, Yuri, that when there was a moment, official was reading a letter to the king. There were a group of ambassadors. So it's not only Cambodians attending, but there were also a group of different ambassadors from different countries attending the Independence Day at this moment at the Independence Monument. So how about when it comes to the media, Yuri? How is the safety or the security protocol for the media personalities covering, the media outlets covering the event at the Independence Monument? Is it very tight, the security?
Yes, yesterday we were also covering the ceremony with the governmental officials, and it's like yesterday and today, we have all to carry this official card here. We cannot pass without this official card, which shows we are part of the press. There's not many press, I would say, which is a privilege for EAC News to be here, showing everyone back at home how everything is going on here. But we also have some other presses here. They are also carrying the cards, the official press cards.
So that means it is really very well prepared, and the security is also being implemented tightly, which is a very good move for the government, even though there are many people attending. Thank you so much, Yuri Matsusko, for your live update at the Independence Monument in Phnom Penh. We will get back to you later, Yuri. Special thanks to TVK, the national TV of Cambodia, for giving us the live coverage footage of the 68th Independence Day anniversary of Cambodia. So we have seen the king continues to greet a group of ambassadors. We even saw the British ambassador being greeted by the King Norodom Sihamoni just a few minutes ago. So he's not yet at the Independence Monument, but he is already very near. And when he gets there, he will finally light the torch, the victory torch that symbolizes Cambodia's independence from the French protectorate. Again, Cambodia was freed from France colonization in 9th of November 1953. It took 4 years for the late King Norodom Sihanouk, King Father Norodom Sihanouk, to negotiate with France to free Cambodia from their colonization. So he was able to achieve that freedom, that independence with the 4 years of hard work for people to enjoy the independence from France up until today. So that is why King Father Norodom Sihanouk is being considered as the father of the Independence Day and or hero of every Cambodian, because he was the one who initiated for Cambodia to be free from France. So we can see Prime Minister Hun Sen was talking to Minister of Interior Sarking. Prime Minister Hun Sen arrived first in the Independence Monument this morning at the capital, Phnom Penh. The king has finally, at the Independence Monument, as we are expecting that they will play the Cambodian national anthem. This is the start of the ceremony for the Cambodia's 68th anniversary celebration of their Independence Day from France. So the 68th anniversary celebration of the Independence Day of Cambodia is finally opened. It was initiated by King Norodom Sihamoni. So this is the start of the program proper, commemorating the 68 years of freedom from France. We have seen Prime Minister Hun Sen and now King Norodom Sihamoni leading the government officials. He is being followed by Prime Minister Hun Sen and other senior government leaders. We have seen earlier the members of Senate, members of National Assembly, members of the royal government, including the Deputy Prime Minister, senior ministers, and the different ministers from the royal government. So the king is now taking the stairs up to the Independence Monument. He is leading a group of government officials, senior government officials, including Prime Minister Hun Sen at the Independence Monument as of the moment. It's a very bright day in the capital. As what our EAC News reporter Yuri Matusko said earlier, that just an hour ago there was a sight of around 10 to 20% chance of rain, but as soon as the king arrives at the Independence Monument, the sun was shining. The sun is shining so bright. So the Prime Minister, the King Sihamoni right now, He's touching a royal bouquet of flowers and paying tribute. You can't see if it has a picture of his late father, the King Father Norodom Sihanouk. Thank you to TVK, the National Television of Cambodia, for providing us the live footage of the 68th Independence Day anniversary of Cambodia from France. So Cambodia was freed from the French protectorate in the 9th of November 1953. So the King Norodom Sihamoni is paying respect right now at the beginning of the ceremony. He was greeting everyone at the Independence Monument after he arrived. Even different ambassadors are also present at this ceremony. Ambassadors from different countries, from different embassies in the Kingdom of Cambodia. So finally, this is now the victory torch being lighted at the Independence Monument. Now the King Norodom Sihamoni is holding the torch of the victory torch. That's the symbol, and it's a very important symbol from Cambodia's independence from French protectorate. This is now the King Norodom Sihamoni lighting the victory torch, the most awaited part of the ceremony at the Independence Day, Independence Monument at the capital. It's now being lighted, and everyone is enjoying a peace, a solemn moment as the King leads the ceremony for the 68th anniversary of the Independence Day. We can see a group of monks and priests at the Independence Monument giving lessons to the very important day of the Cambodian people. A moment of silence right now at the Independence Monument. We can see King Norodom Sihamoni looking straight at the victory torch that was being lighted just a minute ago at the Independence Monument. This is the official ceremony as Cambodia celebrates 68 years of freedom, of independence from the French colonization. It was in 9th of November 1953. The King Norodom Sihamoni is talking to the leaders of the monks, group of monks at the Independence Monument as of the moment. They are sharing, exchanging messages and conversations as he was also talking to other monks who are present near the victory torch. The torch is finally being lighted. Prime Minister Hun Sen is just a few steps away from King Norodom Sihamoni at the Independence Monument. We have also seen the Minister of Defense earlier, Minister Tiban, and other government leaders. So the victory torch, a symbol of independence for Cambodia, is finally being lighted by King Norodom Sihamoni himself. He has been leading the official ceremony So our live footage of the ceremony of the anniversary for the Independence Day is being provided to us by the National Television of Cambodia, or TVK. We will hear a live update from our EAC News reporter Yuri Matsusko a moment from now about the situation in the Independence Monument. Yuri. So EAC News, special coverage for the Cambodia 68th anniversary of the Independence Day after Cambodia was freed from French protectorate in 9th of November 1953. Now we will see and hear a report from our EAC News reporter Yuri Matusko. How is the Independence Monument right now? It's a situational report from Yuri Matusko. Yuri, how are you there? Yes, I can definitely hear you, Yuri.
Yes. So right now the torch is already lit. The king has just passed, complimented the monks that was on the top of the Independence Monument. The fire is on the center of the city and on the country right now, giving proud to the Cambodian people. And right now the Prime Minister is also greeting the people around the Independence Monument.
Can you see the King Norodom Sihamoni from your location right now?
Well, not at the moment, but he just passed by. I could see him, and the Prime Minister as well.
Is he gonna greet everyone around the Independence Monument?
Yes, he greeted. Of course, he didn't went down. He passed around, waving with his hands. But everyone is looking at him and waiting for his compliments.
That must be a very special moment with a special feelings for people attending the celebration right now with the king. They're facing the king of the Kingdom of Cambodia. And how about the security measures when it comes to the security surrounding the king? Can you describe us about the security being implemented around the king?
Well, I can say that because this year is a special year with not many civilians around, everyone that is here, they know the protocols, they're respecting the rules. The students are in one corner, the military, the police forces are on this side, the media, everyone is occupying their place. So I can say that of course there's security safeguarding the protection of the king, but it's in a little bit relaxed this year because everyone is being very respectful towards the king, and they are still trying to control the crowd. So of course we have more than 1,000 people here, but they are all people that were, I can say, invited in a way. And all the other civilians that are around here with their families, they are in a more distant location.
During the lighting of the victory torch, is the torch visible to everyone attending at the event?
Yes, the architecture of the Independence Monument is very well done for that. It has a circular shape and has 4 arches to show the people around that the fire is on the center and is already on here. So everyone here, I can see from my distance here the fire, and it's pretty impressive, very beautiful to see.
I have seen balloons being freed up to the sky after the torch was lighted. What other movements or activities was being done after the victory torch was lighted by the King Norodom Sihamoni? Have you heard like a cheer from the people?
Yeah, it was a very special moment with the balloons. A lot of white pigeons were also going up in the sky flying. They were all positioned around the Independence Monument. So when the balloons started to go up, they set free the pigeons to fly. People celebrate, of course, but as I said, they're following the protocol. So there were not screens, no gatherings, and no everything follows. We can hear the music. The music has changed. Now the people are chanting. We can hear that everyone is chanting together the song, which was different than before. Before was just instrumental songs. Now we have this chanting with the blaze, with the fire, with the balloons flying, and with this beautiful sky.
Okay. As of now, Yuri, I can see in our live footage from TVK, thanks to TVK, that the king is about to leave Independence Monument now. It was a short but very memorable act from the king himself, Norodom Sihamoni, as he was greeting everyone as much as he can at the Independence Monument. So the Prime Minister Hun Sen is now talking to the, my guess, it's saying goodbye to King Norodom Sihamoni at the Independence Monument. So King Norodom Sihamoni will leave earlier than Prime Minister Hun Sen. At the right side of the Prime Minister Hun Sen is the Minister of Interior, Sari King. So they are still talking right now, but we will expect few minutes from now the King will go back to his vehicle, and the convoy of the King will leave the Independence Monument at the capital in a short moment. So while the King is about to leave Yuri, how is the people in overall, how can you describe people's faces, their reaction for today's celebration?
They are very happy for this beautiful ceremony. We can see that almost no one have left their places. Everyone is still here, positioned. They're gonna stay until the King and possibly the Prime Minister also leaves. Everyone stays here, showing their loyalty and also their respect towards the King, the officials, and this beautiful day, the Independence Day of Cambodia.
Thank you so much, EAC News reporter Yuri Matosko, giving us the live update, situational report at the Independence Monument in Phnom Penh. The King Norodom Sihamoni is now about to leave the Independence Monument. He is now in his vehicle. The King is now leaving the Independence Monument. So he presided the ceremony, lighted the victory torch, and then continued greeting people until his moment of leaving the Independence Monument. That we can see now the vehicle with the King, followed by a convoy of security personnel. We can still see that the King standing up, still greeting people. It's and it's very visible in people's faces that they are very happy and excited to see the King, and very well prepared. The security is doing well in securing the area. We can't see any blocking or obstacles in the way. Prime Minister Hun Sen is still at the Independence Monument talking to other government leaders right now at the Independence Monument. So that is our live coverage for Cambodia's 68th Independence Day anniversary of the people of Cambodia held at the Independence Monument. So just short information, we already said it before, but again, Cambodia was freed from the French protectorate in 9th of November 1953. King Father Norodom Sihanouk started negotiating France in 1949 to free Cambodia, totally free Cambodia from their colonization, and it was granted 4 years after. Cambodia was under France and around 90 years. The French protectorate came to rule Cambodia from the request of King Norodom for the establishment of French protectorate in Cambodia. Cambodia, their freedom, got their independence from the French protectorate. So we can see the vehicle of the King Norodom Sihamoni now leaving at the Independence Monument, while the security personnel are making sure that no one will go to the middle of the road and block the King's vehicle. Because we can see as soon as the King arrived at Independence Monument, everyone was standing, everyone was waving their hands. They were holding the Cambodian flags, they were holding flowers, balloons, and pictures of the King, the Queen Mother, and the King Father. And we can also see several pictures, old pictures of King Father Norodom Sihanouk surrounding the Independence Monument right now as Cambodia celebrates the 68th Independence Day anniversary. King Norodom Sihamoni is now leaving the Independence Monument, and his security personnel are now ready to secure the road, to secure the area as the King leaves the Independence Monument. So This is EAC News live coverage. Thanks to the National TV of Cambodia, TVK, for providing us a live footage of the ceremony for Cambodia's celebration of the 68th anniversary of Independence Day. And also to our EAC News team, live at the Independence Monument. Let's see if Yuri can still hear us. Yuri, are you still there? So we are seeing that people start to leave the Independence Monument. That concludes our live coverage for Cambodia's celebration of the 68th anniversary of Independence Day, brought to you by EAC News Channel. For more updates and breaking news for here in Cambodia, you can check our website at www.eacnews.asia or our Facebook page, EAC News, Telegram, and at your favorite store. For more from our EAC News, and thank you for staying with us throughout our live coverage. This is Rhea Soko. A very good morning to everyone. A very good morning to you. I'm Rhea Soko. Today is the official inauguration of the new building of the Ministry of Land Management, Urban Planning and Construction. This will be presided over by the Prime Minister Hun Sen. And today, this morning, you will give you a situational report live on the site. Our EAC News reporter, Hun Siriwad, who is currently observing and attending the event as the Prime Minister will preside over for today's ceremony. We will try to get and give you the latest updates of the ceremony at the Sinsok district in the capital. The Ministry of Land Management, Urban Planning and Construction was supposedly to be inaugurated last 4 April this year, but due to COVID-19, the inauguration was postponed, and finally today, this Monday, 8th of November, is the official inauguration of the new building of the Ministry of Land Management, Urban Planning and Construction here in the capital of Cambodia. We will get to you and give you the update of the official inauguration ceremony as we are on standby for the speech of the Prime Minister of Cambodia. Hun?
Yes.
Good morning to you, Hun Siriwad, our EAC News reporter, standby on the side.
Good morning, Rias.
How is the situation right now at Sinsok district as the Prime Minister is